I think there's an argument there when it comes to access journalism, as in, I feel like the traditional media that we are speaking about, I often fear that the stuff that they write is also from an idea of, okay, I can't step on the toes of these riders, on the toes of these teams and so forth, because those teams and those riders might reduce the access that we have to those teams and riders in the future. I think that's an idea that really is real in the space of cycling journalism. And then we look at how I, as a cycling commentator, for example, or Twitter or on YouTube, can talk about cycling. I'm not limited by that stuff. Like, I don't care if a team starts to hate me because I have an opinion on it. Like, Astana's got me blocked on Twitter. I don't give anything about that.
Why did they block you?
Well, it was a weird story. I tried to get an interview with like a Spanish rider on their team, and I was speaking to the social media manager, and I started talking about, can he speak decent enough English for the podcasts, or will he not be comfortable for that? And I think they mistook that decent enough as me insulting his English. And then they started telling to other people that they blocked me because I said bad things about the team, which I found that pretty funny. Because, like, in all honesty, Astana's not looking that amazing, except for Mark Cavendish that's joining the team for the next year. So it's not like it's the endless thing of losing contact there. But it's also, what we do doesn't depend on riders and teams. I love having riders as friends, as like connections to talk to, as people that I can follow and admire in the sport and so forth. Teams as well, I like having connections in the teams and so forth, because that betters the content and so forth. But there's the aspect of, like, the content doesn't depend on that, because I noticed that our interviews and so forth we do most of the time get worse viewing rates and so forth than the episodes that me and Patrick do, or Patrick and me do, just like that, because the people seem more interested in what we have to say about the sport than necessarily what a staff member on this team has to say about the sport. Occasionally, I do like having that on, because that gives the people that are listening a different kind of perspective into the sport. But hey, that's a take I have.